Sorry, Chris. Yeah, I'm Rod Kemp's my name, Executive Inspector from Mount Gravatt Crime Group.
So tell us what's happened overnight. What have been the developments?
Chris, overnight we closed. We've gone a long way to closing an operation we commenced here in April this year. It was an extensive operation involving drugs in South East Queensland. It was Operation Lima Rune. It was the operation. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we commenced an operation in April called Operation Lima Rune. It was an intense operation targeting a drugs syndicate in the greater Brisbane area. It involved people from interstate, and it's been a really successful closure. We've seized in excess of 5 kilograms, that's kilograms, of speed, heroin, cocaine. We've also seized in excess of $300,000, so it's been an excellent job by the detectives here at Dutton Park.
A lot of work over a very long time. It must be vindicating for all that hard work.
It was a very intense operation. A lot of resources were utilised, but it's been a very successful conclusion. We're very focused on dangerous drugs in the community. We're pleased we've disrupted this crime group. It's been well constructed, as I say, using mules, for want of a better word, transferring drugs from interstate. So it's a very successful operation, and we're mindful that drugs are linked to property crime, which we're also focused on, so we're very happy with the result.
How many people did you arrest?
So far we've arrested 10 persons on 81 charges. There are other persons to be located and charged in relation to this, and that'll be happening in the coming days.
And then this began, the start of the arrest began on the Gold Coast, is that right?
That did, yeah, earlier this week. We seized 3 kilograms of the drug ice, party drug ice, which was an excellent result. And from that, the operation then went into closure. This phase of the operation, as I said, there'll be a further phase and more persons getting arrested.
Rod, this ice was manufactured interstate.
I can't comment that. I don't really know at this stage. Yep. We certainly believed it did originate from interstate.
Yep. The mules were using just flying up on passenger flights, or a variety of ways?
A variety of ways, yeah, travelling from interstate, yes.
Yep. Driving up and catching a plane?
Yeah, driving up, trains, cars, different ways, yeah.
Would you call this a drug syndicate throughout Brisbane and throughout New South Wales?
Almost certainly, yeah. It was a very sophisticated syndicate, highly organised, and that was so hard to infiltrate.
Is this proceeds of crime action afoot regarding your main targets?
There certainly is, yes. There'll be cars, houses, assets seized in relation to this activity.
Is there anything else you can tell us more about your main targets of this operation?
No, I can't, but they've been long-term involved in the drug trade, and that makes it more satisfying for us to disrupt that group, and especially mindful of the community. We've got schoolies coming up and all that sort of stuff, so I mean, it's a great thing that we've disrupted it.
Sure. Was there any incident?
Sorry, mate. Sorry, buddy.
Were there any incidents of violence involved used by this syndicate to carry out its business that you came across?
Look, I can't really comment on that as such, only that we have recovered handguns as well as part of this, so, it can be intimated that there would be violence and standover tactics, I'm sure.
Can you elaborate on the mules? You said that it involved them. You said 10 people have been charged. How many of them have been charged?
I can't comment on that, but there has been several of them charged as well. It's timely to remind people that they are getting paid to transport drugs around, that they will be dealt with, and obviously people don't approach people to do these things for no reason, and whilst you might be paid handsomely, the penalties there, for sure, the courts will frown on it.
Sure, so that was the incentive in this case, these people were being paid to do this?
Well, I'm assuming they're being paid. A lot of this assumption, and still in early days of investigation, but you would think so if they're being asked to transport drugs of this quantity.
Do you use the usual mix of investigative techniques like surveillance, phone taps, informants, or?
Probably, yeah, you're right. We use a lot of methodology, which I can't go into here, obviously.
You said they were hard to infiltrate, though. How were they infiltrated?
Well, I can't comment how they were infiltrated, but they were difficult to infiltrate. A lot of these people are mindful of our methodologies, but it was really just persistence and use of resources that infiltrated these people.
When your officers found all the stuff last night, were they themselves surprised at just how much of it was? Not only drugs, but cash too?
Yeah, I'd say they were shocked, extremely shocked too. The timing was impeccable, and all I can say is good work from State Crime Operations that assisted the detectives here at Dutton Park. But really a lot of this is on timing, intelligence and all that sort of stuff. So that came together, and they were extremely shocked because it's often, well, it's not often you see drugs of this quantity and cash of this in this quantity.
What was seized last night, sorry?
Last night was 2 kilograms of amphetamine. There was a quantity of cocaine, heroin, 2 handguns.
And that was at a Brisbane address?
That's right, that's right.
Or
Yes.
are you able to say the suburb?
Well, that was actually seized in the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. At a residential premise?
No, yes, a residence in the city, a unit in the city.
Okay, yeah, sure. And was there any indication of these things being distributed through nightclubs specifically, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the end users would be, but I assume that there'd be usual nightclub precincts, party type stuff. Yeah, sure.
Can you talk about you said they were moved interstate, so should we expect further charges in other states as well?
Look, I can't comment on this stage. At this stage, we are working with the drug squad and other agencies on this, but at this stage, I can't comment about arrests in interstate. I know there's going to be arrests here in the coming days, further arrests in relation to this operation.
So people who were involved in this should be under no illusion they're going to get pinched.
Well, they should do, yeah. Look, yeah, we've got certain evidence on a number of people, and they may or may not know that, but there will be further arrests.
Thanks, Rod.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.